Hello all, welcome to day 13's grammar session with English Mirror. So today we are going to learn the usage of a simple present tense. So simple present tense is used in different situations, and the first situation is to indicate habitual actions or routines. Okay, and the next situation is to show a universal truth or some facts, that is a permanent thing. To show a permanent thing we are using simple present tense. Now, the next instance is to show a future or a fixed event. And the last situation is to show a permanent situation. In these situations, we are using simple present tense. So the next most important thing is to understand the structure of simple present tense. So the structure of simple present tense is very simple. First thing to notice, we will be using verb form 1, that is first form of verb, or V1 form of the verb in simple present tense. Okay, now let's see the structure more clearly, that is subject plus verb form 1 or V1 form plus object. This is the structure, and you should have a clear idea about the structure so that you will be feeling very easy to write the sentences properly. Okay, now let's see examples one by one. So in the first situation, that is to show habits or routines, we are having some examples here. The first example is I eat breakfast at 8 a.m. That is a sentence in simple present tense, and if you want to add or if we want to include do in the sentence, how will we add? Since the subject is I, we are supposed to use do only. It is not does. We have to use do with I. Okay, so how the sentence will become? The sentence will become I do eat breakfast at 8 a.m. That is the sentence. I'll repeat it again. I do eat breakfast at 8 a.m. That is the sentence where we included do in the sentence. Now the next example is he smokes every morning. Here the subject is he, so the verb has become smokes. Okay, s is added to the verb because subject is singular, so verb should also be singular. So if we want to add does or if we want to add another thing to the sentence, how will we do? Since the subject is he, we will add only does, right? It is not do because subject is he. He does smoke. There is no need for smokes because smoke plus does is smokes, right? So sentence becomes he does smoke every morning. And like that, the subject is changed in the next sentence. Example sentence, they play football on Sundays. They play football on Sundays. That is the next sentence. And the next one is she drinks coffee daily. So these are the two examples given here. So like what we did earlier, you can also change like that. So in the next situation is facts or universal truths, that is something that is not having a change in the nature or in the world, like that. The first one is the sun rises in the east. That sentence is in simple present tense, and how will we know? The sun is the subject, rises is the verb form 1, and object is the rest of it. Next one is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Water is a subject. Since it is singular, it is boils. Boil is a verb plus s or es is needed. According to the spelling we can add. So it comes boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The earth orbits the sun. The earth orbits the sun. Subject plus verb form 1 plus object. Now the next sentence is cats like milk. Cats. Cats is plural, so we use like. Cats like milk. That is the second situation where we are using simple present tense. And the next situation is future, that is to indicate some future things, that is already fixed thing. Okay, let's see it with examples. The train leaves at 7 p.m. That is the train's journey is already scheduled for 7 p.m. So the train leaves at 7 p.m. We fly to Paris tomorrow. We is a plural thing, more than one person. So we fly to Paris tomorrow. If the subject is he, how will we convert? He flies to Paris. Understood the difference? That is it. Next one is the meeting starts at 10 a.m. The meeting starts. Meeting is a singular thing. Even though people are attending, the meeting is a particular only one thing. So meeting starts. Next one is she arrives next Monday. She is a singular subject, so she arrives next Monday. These are the examples for future or already fixed things or the situation. Next one is permanent situation. To indicate some permanent situation, we are using simple present tense. We already told that. First example is I live in New York. I is a subject, so live is given there. If it is he, how will we do? He lives in New York. Next one is he works as a teacher. He works. Work is a verb. Since it is he, we have added s because to make subject verb agreement. Next one is this. They stay in a big house. They is a subject. They is a plural thing, plural subject. So we use plural verb also. They stay in a big house. Next one is she speaks French. She speaks. She is the subject and verb is verb plus V1 forms. V1 form plus yes, that is speaks. She speaks French. So like this we can make negative sentences also. How are we making negative sentences? By adding not or like that. No, don't, doesn't, can't, like that. So let's see, where is it? Here we are using doesn't and don't only, no other things. First one is he doesn't play tennis. He does not. That is the usage. He does not play tennis. She doesn't like coffee. She does not like coffee is what compressed as she doesn't like coffee. Next one is they don't watch TV. They do not is the proper thing, and we are writing it as they don't watch TV. Similar examples are given there. I don't play football. I play cricket. He doesn't call. He does not call. That is the thing. Next one is I don't eat beef. I eat chicken. These are all negative sentences because we are adding not to the sentence. She doesn't work on weekends. She does not is the expanded form. So these are the negative sentences we have to take care while writing the negative forms. Okay, so that is the usage of simple present tense. Okay, so read it carefully, make notes about this topic and study well. Okay.